Greetings and a warm welcome to all our viewers. We're excited to have you join us for this insightful online interview. My name is Catalina. I'm from Wow Remote Teams, and today we have Joseph here from the company No Borders. Thank you, Joseph, for taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Joseph, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about your role within No Borders and briefly describe what your company does?
Sure, I am the CEO of No Borders, and we manage multiple e-commerce websites as well as import products and distribute products primarily in the USA.
What would you say were your specific challenges in talent acquisition in your talent acquisition process before partnering with Wow Remote Teams?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, a lot of the issues that we had were around sourcing staff members who were friendly and on time, organized, and also at a cost, at a cost per hour or cost per month that really fit our budgets. We operate in primarily high competition and fairly lower margin spaces. They're regulated spaces, but we really have to be very lean in our operation, and we also have to be kind of high touch, and those two things don't always go hand in hand. So in working with Wow Remote Teams, we really found an incredible resource for filtering out high quality candidates. Nearshore, we're primarily hiring staff members in Colombia and in Nicaragua, some in Mexico, areas that are Belize, areas that are close to the US in proximity, work well on our time zones, and also people that have, like yourself, a really strong English proficiency and can really communicate well with our clients. Our staff members from WOW cover everything from full stack web development to frontline customer service, marketing, and sales engagements. And also it just de-stressed the workload that my brother and I have in relation to
Yeah.
our staffing. I mean, we want to focus on our businesses, we want to focus on our products, we want to focus on how we generate more revenue and have more fun. And staffing isn't always the best fun
Yeah.
part of that, And so by being able to trust Wow Remote Teams to do that filtration for us, to bring us amazing, talented, capable people on a consistent level, whether it be a full stack software developer or a marketing person or an email person or a customer service representative, um, has really been a blessing. It's taken a load off of the things that we do that honestly we didn't really like doing. That part of it wasn't necessarily our favorite part of the day. So we're grateful.
Great. I think you already answered my next question, which was basically like to share a specific success story or example of how outsourcing positively impact your company's performance. But I think you already explained a little bit about how it saved time for you, for your team, and how you could like focus on what you actually wanted to focus with, which was to have fun and to actually be in your business every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's developed to a point over the last 18 months where, we literally don't do our own hiring. I mean, I do a sort of final acceptance interview with any folks that would
Mhm.
come under my purview. My brother does a final acceptance interview with any folks that fall under his purview. But while Remote Teams does, we tell them what we're looking for, we tell them what our needs are, what those capabilities are, and what the project is or what the taskings are going to be. And they bring us 3 or 4 candidates for each position. We do some last round interviews, and then we onboard folks. I mean, they've made it really, really simple for us. But I think what Wow has allowed us to do is to be calmly comfortable with the elasticity of staffing that we may need. So if a big opportunity comes around and we're going to need 5 people or 7 people or 10 people to get on phones and handle things, I think that we're calmly comfortable knowing that we can go to WOW and in 72 hours, 96 hours, a week maybe at the most, we're going to have a suite of candidates that are ready to be onboarded. And that allows us to go out and look at bigger opportunities than we would maybe do if we were looking at internally staffing those positions. So I think that it's definitely allowed us to look more strategically at opportunities that are out there without a fear of, okay, well, this is going to take 10 people. How are we going to manage that part? We really don't have to worry about that.
That's a really big advantage for you guys. I want to know, how do you see your company in the future? And how do you see our team, like our remote team, supporting your goals as a business?
Yeah, we've really worked to get very clear on that over the past 12 months or so, as we've looked at a changing global economic reality, and just differences in interest rates and differences in demand. I think that our clarity is around staying very lean and very agile, making sure that we're not a big company. We want to be a successful organization, but we don't want to be big. And wow is a key part of all of those operations. Like I said, it's not something that we would even consider today to staff outside of wow. Everywhere that we do decide to grow, wow is going to be supplying us with the personage, the people that we need in order to make that happen.
I'm really glad to hear your experience. It's really nice. Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.